7-0 run in favor of Jory Davis.
Lucas in the corner. Now Bentley. So it'll be called for a double dribble, so the ball will go to Indiana. Alex Bentley with the turnover for Penn State. Turnover so costly in the game against Michigan State on Thursday night for the Lady Lions. 24 in that game. Never were able to get onto the pace they usually run against opponents in the Big Ten. It was a slower game, and they scored well below their season average. Basket goes to Andrea McGirt, and now the Hoosiers are up 21-9.
Well, this is a Penn State team who, despite the fact that they lead the Big Ten in scoring, their assist-to-turnover ratio is 10th in the league. So they've got to do a better job of finding the open player, but also taking care of the basketball and giving themselves an opportunity.
And you see the respect there from the Hoosiers for Nikki Green. 3 Hoosiers around 1 Lady Lion, but the foul's going to be called. The last time these two teams met, Nikki Green had 20 rebounds. That was a tie for the most in Jordan Center history in University Park, Pennsylvania. Bentley to inbound.
Well, Nikki Green and Mia Nixon had 37 rebounds, and Indiana had 36 total. So they themselves out-rebounded the Hoosiers.
Neither team shot very well in that matchup the last time these two teams faced off. A lot of opportunities on the glass, and obviously Penn State with the height advantage. But so far in the early going,
well, Penn State's changing it up defensively. Indiana was getting what they wanted against the zone, so now they switch to man-to-man and making an early adjustment.
A timeout called by the Hoosiers. Hold on to that basketball. You talk about making an adjustment. This Indiana team made an adjustment, was able to play a little bit better in that game on Thursday. Coach Jack had talked about how they've been playing well in practice, winning games in practice, but they hadn't brought that to the lights. They finally did it on Thursday, and so far, in just about 8 minutes of play here in the first half against Penn State, they've done it again.
Well, she talked about the importance of having a post presence. They don't have a post presence with Sasha Chaplin on the bench. They're young in the front court, but there are also other ways to score in the paint. They've got 10 points in the paint of their 21, but they're doing it by attacking on offense. And a lot of times when you watch Indiana play, they're very conservative offensively, pass around the perimeter, don't necessarily dictate what happens. And today, thus far, they're doing that.
Hoosiers with 3 wins in conference play. Got their third against Illinois. They've lost their last 5 conference games here at Assembly Hall, so they're looking to break another streak. Davis pulls up again. Not going to get that one to go. Rebound to Green. Little transition out for Bentley. Finds Maggie Lucas, yet to attempt a shot. Nikki Green on the inside, gets the ball taken away. Simone Deloche again.
But that's a situation where Nikki Green has got to keep the ball high, she's got to turn and face, and she's got to finish. Look at the collapse, but look at where she brings the ball, all the way down to her waist. That's exactly where she's the most vulnerable. She's got to catch, she's got to face up, use her size, and finish in traffic.
Also see Jory Davis get a hand in there to take that one away from Nikki Green. It will remain with the Lady Lions. Gets the inbound. Now Trugrell inside the line, off the front iron, but rebound goes to Green. She puts it back up too strong. And it's going to be up again. It'll be a foul call.
I like the adjustment that Penn State's made, putting Julia Trugrell at the high post, and she's not able to knock that shot down, but offensive rebounds are going to be key. Penn State does a terrific job of crashing the offensive glass, but they have to be more efficient at finishing off of those second and third opportunities.
Getting better looks. Nikki Green not with the best look off that rebound she had. Renee Womack into the game for the Lady Lions. Entry pass to Trugrell. It's knocked and tipped away. Still loose on the floor. Lady Lions will pick it up. There'll be another foul call. So Hoosiers starting off well here in Bloomington. They lead it on top 21-9. Assembly Hall, a 12-point lead for the Indiana Hoosiers over the Penn State Lady Lions, the number 23 team in the nation. Mike Wolf alongside Stephanie White and Steph. So far, the offense for Indiana has really come out and played well. Alani Sinclair started it off with a couple of threes, and then Jory Davis went on a run.
Well, this is an Indiana team that really established themselves inside, 10 points in the paint. They're attacking in transition. They're attacking off of the bounce. They also have 8 points off of 6 Penn State turnovers, so really doing a good job defensively and turning that defense into offense.
Talked about the turnover game, how important it's going to be for the Lady Lions at Illinois when they almost were upset on the road again. They had 24 turnovers in that one. This one's taken away. Scrum on the floor. It'll be a possession arrow that goes to the Hoosiers.
Well, everybody just getting after it, getting on the floor after loose balls. And when you get at this point in the season, it comes down to those types of hustle plays. Who wants it more? Who's going to get after it? Who's going to sacrifice their body? It's really that time. And we can see the turnovers right there. Penn State 6 for 8 Indiana points. They have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Elam thinks about three, gives it off to Lindsay, who goes for it, gets it to go. Whitney Lindsay's really improved that aspect of her game this season from downtown. He's averaging 2 more points per game. Now Womack in the corner, answers right back.
Penn State staying in this man-to-man. I like the change, the adjustment that Coach Washington made. Indiana having their way early, and right now pressuring already halfway through the shot clock.
Good look there to Ilsa Andahar. She connects. Whitney Lindsay able to draw the defense and find an open to Ilsa Andahar.
I think one of the keys for Indiana is, you know, Jory Davis can score, you know, Hope Elam can score, but who else is going to put points on the board for Indiana? They've got to have a post presence. If they can just get 4 to 6 points from each of their bigs, that will help them tremendously.
Andahar, Georgie Jones, a couple of players they count on. Whitney Lindsay defended by Bentley. Looking for a little bit of help, goes over to Hope Elam.
And I like that matchup. Hope Elam at the 4 can stretch it, but Mia Nixon also can play great perimeter defense. And the shot clock's winding down. Terrific look by Whitney Lindsay.
And a couple more points for Andahar. As you mentioned, if she can just get going with maybe 4 or 6 points, it's going to mean a lot to these Hoosiers.
The importance of Whitney Lindsay to this Indiana team. She knows when to get the ball to players in the right positions to make them successful. She knows when to pick and choose her opportunities. But her energy, this team feeds off of it. Right there defensively, you see it as well.
Another takeaway for Lindsay. Tries to run the entire floor, gets it over Elam. Andahar at the top of the key. She'll wait on it and get it back to Whitney to start things off in the offense. Lindsay loses the basketball, but it rolls over to Sinclair. Open shot for Elam, off the mark, rebound to Green. You talked about Whitney Lindsay. She's second in the Big Ten in steals. She's 6th in the Big Ten in assists. Now Bentley drives to the basket. She draws the foul.
Well, it's a game of runs, and it's going back and forth. Whitney Lindsay knocks down the 3. Then Renee Womack says, I have an answer for you in the corner. Nobody gets out. She nails it. And then watch Whitney Lindsay. I just made a shot. They come out on the on-ball screen. I find the open player. We're going to see a game of runs. This is a Penn State team who stays very composed. They've had problems with getting down early, especially on the road. But they've got